So anyone who's ever had an open Minecraft world, or worse yet, an open Minecraft server, knows exactly how badly that can go. Someone will always join your server, they'll always start griefing, and you'll just have a bad time, and this is why most Minecraft servers have a whitelist enforced to make it so that only authorized users can get on. However, I feel like this isn't necessarily the most fair or fun thing, so I've tried a couple of times now to make it so that we can have an open Minecraft world that'll be fun for everyone involved, and we failed both times if I'm being honest. The first time I figured no rules survival, let's see what happens, and things went a little bit badly to say the least. The second time I made a creative world and I just asked people politely, please don't grief, please be nice to each other, and somehow things went even worse when I asked people to be nice. So third time's the charm, let's try even harder this time. So I've got a couple of new rules to make this one hopefully work better than the last two times. The first rule is going to be it's a 256 by 256 world. It's an old style Minecraft world and it's so small that you can see the entire thing from the center. So someone should always be looking at you and that should make you want to be a better person. Maybe, at least. And the second rule is a bit more sinister because I figure why not, ban people entirely at random. So there'll be no explanation for any of the bans, but every now and then I'll just randomly hop on the server, I'll ban someone, I'll announce that they've been banned, I won't give them any way to appeal the ban or explain what the ban's about, it will just happen and then people will realise like, oh, that guy got banned, I wonder why, but they'll have no idea. Again, this should hopefully, make people be like, wow, I could be next, who knows, and should hopefully make people be a bit better on the server. I don't know if it'll work for sure, but it apparently worked for the Soviet Union, so it can work for a Minecraft server. At least that's the plan. Let's find out if it works in practice. So let's let people join the server by announcing it right now on Discord and on Twitter. So I've just posted the link on Discord right now. All I've attached to that is the fact that anyone can join. Here is the link, and the fact that if you do get banned, it's not going to be appealable, it's not going to be explainable, you'll just be banned for the entire realm. However, after this week, I will be unbanning them, but I won't say that just yet. Again, I want to really foster that sense of distrust and that sense of I could be next that should hopefully make the realm a pleasant place. Maybe. So the server's already managed to fill with people, and someone's put up this sign here saying, unofficial rules, don't disappoint Toycat. And you know, I'm down with these rules, I like this a lot. So you can see people are making like really good, productive steps to actually making a real survival world. I'm liking it, I'm liking what we got so far. What a wonderful serve we have going on here. Big fan of it so far, at least. Everything is actually going pretty wonderfully. As you can see, there's a bridge being made, there's all these great things, and I also just realized that there's only so many diamonds in this world. Once they've all been gone, they're gone. Also, if people chop down all the trees and don't leave saplings, there'll be none of that left. So there's going to be some really interesting stuff that should develop, even if people do follow the rules later on. However, I feel like we're almost getting into banning season. So the only way to actively ban people from the world is to remove their, access and then to block it via this area right here, which means that now he is not able to join the server even if he wants to again. So now everyone knows that the Ghetto 72 has been banned, and now they're mentally questioning, why has he been banned? What did he do? And this is part of the fun, because again, why was that? No answers. Just, he has been banned. That's all people need to know. See, people are already being like, oh, look, if he goes on and people are already turning on each other, being like, yep, let's make sure this ban-worthy person gets kicked off. Side note, Realm is actually looking pretty good, though. Mr. Sir Baconface has a desk for some reason with a... oh, it's an Apple computer. You see, that is the clever stuff you only get when people are being good to each other, I reckon. Side note, the spawners had a little bit of an update. We've got from Toycat, for Toycat from fans. It's literally a chest of nothing, which does break this sign's rule right here. That is a big disappointment. And then Toycat is the best sub to him, which, I mean, I can't disagree with that. Also, we've got a really tiny house over here. So we've had about an hour for the band to sit in, and it does seem like maybe people are being better. I mean, you can see a lot more is being built. It looks pretty productive. However, I see a guy with diamond armor there. It could be they've been playing the server now for the entire, 6 hours or so it's been out. Or maybe, just maybe, there's something dodgy. Again, I'm seeing some diamond, an enchanted sword and everything. So things are a little bit suspicious in here. We are currently grief-proof for a whole 8 hours or so now. So looking around the place, I'm starting to see a lot more of these little walled areas, and the thing that's really clever about this one, I think, is they've used the edge of the map as kind of one of the walls, because if you don't know, there's literally no way to get past the edge. It's how these worlds work, and it's kind of a clever way to have a fourth wall that's built by the game itself. I like it personally, at least, and yeah, there's a lot of these going on. I guess more and more people are getting factionalized into different areas. So my benchmark for how well the realm is going is going to have to be this little bridge right here, because look at it. The bridge is getting nicer and nicer every single time we look at it. On a server like this, any griefers or hackers should should be able to spot you underground because you can just turn all blocks to X-ray, right? Or something like that. Or maybe the distance from you will keep you safe. I'm not too sure. But anyway, they've got a secret base, and I just love the idea that there's this much effort put into a world this small to make, you know, a hiding place. Because, again, in a world this small, there's only so many blocks you can hide in, but apparently they have a... they have a plan for that, and I kind of like that personally. I figured, you know, the best way to ban people is to use a Magic 8 Ball, because Magic 8 Balls, as we all do know, can actually see into the future. They're a very smart piece of technology that totally don't just spew out random answers that people see as fact. However, let's pull up one of these Magic 8 Balls, and let's use this as a way to decide who to ban, because the Magic 8 Ball will give us a random answer for every single person, and we'll keep going down the list, starting with Golden Knight and scrolling down continuously until it decides to ban someone. So right now, should we ban, for instance, Golden Knight 092? Let's find out by hitting the ask button. My answer is... it is decidedly so. I mean, does that really mean yes? I would argue it kind of does, but also it's decidedly so that I should ban him. So, again, you know, we'll just take it as a ban. Golden Knight has been banned from the realm. Again, things were, you know, kind of working around here, but I was sensing a little bit of unease. You're seeing more coloured signs, you're seeing more stuff like this up there, and you're seeing a sign that says that. You know, all these things together, you know, easiest way to fix any unease and, you know, fear of hackers is to do something like that. And you can see why Rowan577511 is already quite scared, but yeah, that's going to be beautiful. However, again, to ease this even more, and because honestly, I wanted to do more Magic 8 Ball answers, I wanted to move on next through the list, because we have Sir Baconface here. So we're going to ask a quick question. Should Sir Baconface be banned from the server? The answer is... you may rely on it? Like, how can I rely on that fact? Why are Magic 8 Ball answers so darn vague? But moving on next, should Horned and Zombie be banned from the server? And the animation tells me it is certain he should in fact be banned from the server. Okay, I've sent another message to the chat letting them know that someone's been banned. I think this is an important thing to do from time to time. Just let people know that yes, there are some bans going on. Wait, what? So I'll be entirely honest with you, one of the things that's made me suspicious is this big hole at the center of the map. You saw earlier people were digging it and it was slowly going somewhere. I thought it might be in a mine, but one of the things that might make that not true is the fact that this mine just keeps on going down and down and down, and I thought that was kind of crazy at first, like look how deep they made the mine, but the mine goes literally not only down to bedrock, it goes below bedrock. I didn't think that was a thing that existed until just now, but yeah, we're going to dive right into this water. As you can see, there is bedrock and then there's below bedrock. Maybe people were fighting here, or maybe it's a ploy to get people... oh, okay, so that guy is definitely jumping in weird ways. Should we kick him for that? I mean, technically we're only kicking people for random reasons, so I think the only real solution is this. Is to use another random number generator. So we're going to use a random number generator. Again, true random, not computer random, but to generate a number between 1 and 38,032. If the number is between 1 and 20,000, clearly the guy needs to be banned. Also, this is getting suspicious, but clearly the guy needs to be banned. Whereas if we get more than 20,000, you know, going up to his name, 38,032, then clearly his name is true and he is not, you know, packing, it's just some weird lag. That is the clearest way we can decide this, so let's hit the button. Is he going to get banned or is he not? Less than 20,000 says, oh, he's 36,000. That means his power levels are so strong that he must be legit. My apologies for accusing you of hacking, Mr. Hacker. Let's move on to the server. The progress is going really well. As you can see, what used to just be a giant hole at spawn has turned into a house somehow. I'm not sure how it goes from being giant pit into house, but I'll take it. And it's now a community place with a sharing chest. And I wonder what people have put in there. I'd be willing to bet it's nothing, but okay, there's nothing in it. I'll put something in there. You see, this is me being a part of the community right now. And yeah, you can see that what used to be this giant hole has now been turned into like a feature of the world. I actually kind of like it personally. Like, there's a whole like community area going on down here. Because even when people do bad things... okay, this does not look legit to me. I reckon someone has been doing some things they probably shouldn't have over here. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of things with Bedrock going on, suspiciously, that probably shouldn't be. But besides that, we'll get to that in a little bit, but besides that, everything is cutest dolphin ever. Oh, I think they call it dolphin. Oh, there's a dolphin! Have you ever seen dolphins try to climb up stairs before? Because I think this genuinely might be the first time I've ever seen this happen. So long story short, we have a lot of progress going on the realm, and I like it a lot, but I feel like the best way to keep up the system is not to wait until it gets bad to fix things, but to keep proactively fixing things while they're, currently good. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another random ban, and I feel like this time, I kind of like the in-game, someone's actually doing something mildly wrong, even if they don't know it's wrong to get banned. So what we're going to do is the next person I see, well, I'm going to be looking at a wall over here, just in the middle of nowhere, they're the person who'll get banned. So someone has to actively come out and look for me, try and, because a lot of people are trying to get in the video by like obstructing my vision or whatever, trying to punch me or whatever. Next person who I see while looking this way, again, there's no reason for anyone to see me, I'm in a really weird corner of the world, they will be banned. Does that count? Did you see the guy just like kind of skip through on the left of my screen there? We'll see if he comes over here. But I think that might just count. I mean, oh no, it definitely counts. It definitely counts. Okay, so I'm curious as to what he's doing here, but he did show up fully in my field of view, and he is. I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to go for a quick ban, and I'm very sorry, Doodle is bored, but you did break the rule that we did go through, so we're gonna do this now. Doodle has been banned from the server, and now we see how people react to that one. He had diamond armor, so I assume he might have been a regular here. But again, I set up very clear rules. Just because no one knew about them doesn't mean they're not clear rules. Again, we leave the questions like, was he hacking? What did he do? We leave them entirely unanswered. That's not our job today. Our job is to create uncertainty, fear, unrest, confusion, and that will make people be good people. Maybe, apparently. Again, that's what the experiment's here to prove, at least. And it seems to be working so far, minus a few things in this weird... Oh, they've even started to come up with theories as to why he got banned. This person thinks he was banned for hitting them. Which he might have done, and therefore might deserve a ban in some way. Again, that's not my job. Side note, do you see how we need to stay out to get space? Someone actually might have worked it out based on that whole message. Okay, so I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I think these random bans are actually doing a good job. I think this is actually working out for the server, and the reason for that is because even though there's a lot of things that look rough, I'm going to be honest, most of the server looks rough, it doesn't look rough in the same way like it's being griefed. Again, if you're looking at this compared to any other normal survival world, this is a bad thing. This is a failed experiment or whatever. However, if you compare this to what the previous 1 week experiments looked like, it actually is pretty impressive. There's actually a bunch of banners here. Someone managed to get this much wool. It's impressive. There's actually, like sandstone going on over it here. There's, again, even though this is kind of ugly, it is a complete structure that doesn't have holes in, and there is a huge ravine next to it. That's kind of interesting in my opinion. Then, looking around here, you can see there's actually house. And then there's even a community farm, which still seems to be surviving. I mean, it looks like it might need to go some more places. If you look up there, it's clearly got some lofty ambitions, but you can see Skyheight to Bedrock Community Farm. They're going places, even if it's just this so far. Although, oh wait, oh my god, actually, it looks like it actually goes below ground. So this is absurd. They're working on a Bedrock to Skyheight farm, and usually when you hear people say that and you see the top layer, it's like, well, I mean, you can come up with an idea, but if you're not working it. But like, there is actually progress on an insane farm in the community realm, which is something you don't usually get to see. Yet seeing salmon flap around on in the edge of the world in a place that doesn't really exist but kind of does at the same time, that's something I don't think you can ever get used to. Also, I think there's blocks here now,